going to
Take the next right onto 42nd Avenue South.
I'm on my way to Auburn. And listening to the radio.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto South 144th Street.
And everybody is talking about the school shooting that happened in Florida on Valentine's Day. And I don't really know what I can say about it, since it's been at least a decade since I've had any children in any kind of school. It's been at least a decade.
Take the next left onto South 144th Street.
The one thing that I remember, at least with us parents back, a decade ago, is video games were basically something new. Okay, I remember when PlayStation came out and everything.
In half a mile, turn right toward 51st Avenue South.
I bought, I'm going to stop the navigation. I'll start it again when I get to that city. I remember, what it was like before video games, ever came to be. And I think that video games is what has contributed to this violence in schools. Now, I'm a big proponent of the United States doing more about mental illness, okay?
Take the next right toward 51st Avenue South, then turn right onto 51st Avenue South.
Okay, so I'm a big proponent of America doing more to address mental illness, but in the case of the school,
take the next right onto 51st Avenue South.
This is a little bit more, you know what I mean? It's a little bit extra. I believe that the school shootings, because it's predominantly males who are doing it, it's not girls. And the reason why is because girls do not play war games. They don't play these video game stuff and get a gun and a knife and attack somebody and steal a car and all that kind of stuff. And I remember watching that when my kids were little. Certain video games I wouldn't let them have, I tried to focus on games that were about dexterity and stuff like that. Eye and hand coordination, and I remember like one of the first games was Crash Bandicoot, where this guy is just running and going through an obstacle course, but there was no guns, no blood, no screaming of people, dying or being hurt or anything like that. And I think that these young people today are young boys, I'm just going to say that, young boys are being groomed to be killers, which I don't think that that's a bad thing, but I'm going to say that again. I don't think that it's a bad thing for boys to be killers. They need to be, because...
In a quarter mile, turn left onto the I-5 South ramp to Portland.
Okay. Because this is a cruel world, and there are people out here who are gunning for young men and trying to kill them. I mean, it's mostly old men. Okay, so I think that the young men should be able to kill without batting an eye and move on with their life, It's one of the reasons why I don't understand soldiers with the PTSD, okay? But anyway, getting back to the video game.
Turn left onto the I-5 South ramp.
I think that the young man should be killers because they need to be able to survive. Now here's a bitch ass move. Young man who knows how to be a killer, but he goes after high school students. That's a bitch move right there, player. That's not no how are these high school children a threat to you, you know, or make you feel unsafe? Or is it just...
Continue on I-5 South for half a mile.
Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Hold up. They just want the easy kill, you know?
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-5 South.
And I think that that is some bullshit, okay? That's some bullshit. There is no way that I can respect that, you know? That's some bullshit. That's an easy kill. Why would what killer worth their
Continue
salt
on I-5 South for 4 miles.
Kill a bunch of kids at school? Dumb shit, okay? But that's what happened yesterday. And once again, he was a little white boy, you know? Not a black kid, a white kid. A domestic terrorist. He's only 19 years old. And he's a punk on top of it. Because there is no way that any young man, even 19 years old, he's still a man, you know? Coming from humanity when men were able to go into apprenticeships and stuff like that when they were 9 years old, leave their mama, learn a trade, and start building life for themselves, you know? This don't make no damn sense. What the hell, man? I don't understand it, you know? And I'm gonna say something for real. I didn't raise my kids to be no killers or nothing like that. My sons, to me, could not stand up under a lot of stuff that past generations have had to stand under. I see them as a little bit weak. If you take away tennis shoes and clothes and baseball caps, who are they? If you take away shiny cars and a haircut at the barbershop every Saturday, who are they? Who are they? You know? Whose fault is it? Well, I think that society is what it is.
In 2 miles, use the second from the right lane to take exit 149 for Washington 516 toward Kent, Des Moines.
Civilizations ebb and flow, right? They ebb and flow. Kingdoms come and go. People are born and they die. And the cycle continues. It's a never-ending cycle. It's one of the reasons why I believe my brother Tony said that we are in hell. Because hell is repetition. Isn't that right? Hell is repetition. Over and over and over again. And one thing about Earth is it's total repetition. Nothing ever changes. It just goes through cycles, and no matter what we learn and what we discover and what we create, doesn't seem to make any difference. You know, we should be at a place where our young people are not killing other young people. We should be at a place where prejudice doesn't happen anymore. We should be at a place where people know how to love one another and people understand what quality is and appreciate different things, but they don't. All around the world, is some dumb shit.
In half a mile, use the second from the right lane to take exit 149 for Washington 516 toward Kent Des Moines.
Oh, 149, got it. So, everybody, maybe he's right. Maybe my
Use the second
right.
from the right lane to take exit 149.
I didn't think that whole goddamn families were born into hell. You know? I never knew that. That's something where...
In 800 feet, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto Washington 516 East Kent Des Moines Road, signs for Kent.
Have babies. And
use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto Washington 516 East Kent Des Moines Road, signs for Kent.
People get married and have children and go to work in hell. I wasn't aware that is what. Okay, let me see. That is what happens in hell. Wasn't aware of that at all, but clearly it's a thing. That's what it is. This is the side of the highway, y'all. And of course it's raining yet again. I'm driving the opposite way from Seattle. Okay? I'm going to see Brandon.
Continue for 3 miles.
Continue for 3 miles. So, like I was saying, maybe my brother is right. And this is hell because hell is repetition. What do you think? I don't know. Now, you may ask yourself, why would I keep saying, even when Barack Obama was in office, I said, y'all need to look at mental illness. Y'all, hello? Y'all need to look at mental illness. People out here crazy. There was a reason for that, and part of the reason could be because I have a big brother who thinks we're in hell. Okay. Growing up in Texas, I was subjected to being around a lot of crazy stuff growing up in the cult, and I gotta say, you know, I wasn't all right myself, you know. I really wasn't. All I knew is that I had to get away. That's what I knew, because it takes major flexibility to be able to survive in an environment full of insane people. It takes a lot of work. You know, this hair is not gray just because I'm old. It's gray because I have went through Herculean. I'm stopping over here because I want to see these townhouses. Herculean effort to not be sucked in by this whirlpool of mental illness that I grew up in. I mean, just everybody I knew, there was very few people that were all right. Matter of fact, there weren't any. And
in 500 feet, turn left onto Lake Fenwick Road.
I know. Okay. Yeah.
Take the next left onto Lake Fenwick Road.
These look very much like the townhouses that I used to live in, and except, well, my split level in Lake Forest Park did not have patio doors out onto the patio. It had a a door, like a regular door, and then storage out there. They do have storage. These are nice though. It's got a little lake up in here.
Take the next left onto 45th Place South, then turn right to stay on 45th Place South.
Now the deal is, ooh, this is nice over here. Now of course they're still moldy as hell.
Turn right to stay on 45th Place South, then turn right to stay on 45th Place South.
Because it's hella moldy because it's always raining. It's always wet. We don't get nearly enough sun. Anyway, I'm gonna make a note of these because I like them. And I want to start a power washing business out here. So, and I got jury duty. Oh, look. Official jury duty notice. Report date March the 6th, 2018. Child. I'ma see. So. I wish I could show y'all this property, but oh yeah, I can. Let me see. Can you see it? Yeah. This way you'll be able to see it. See that? So they're at least 2 stories if they're not split level like my old ones used to be. And I want you to see this mountain. You see that mountain? Oh, isn't that nice? And then the little bog in the middle, which will be like a river or whatever. I like this property, you know? The one thing I didn't like about my property in Lake Forest Park is it was like still people stacked on top of people, which I hate. Because I don't like nobody walking over my head. To me, it's like being in the grave, isn't it? If you're laying in your coffin 6 feet deep, seem like to me you can hear people walking on the ground above you, which I find very annoying. And that's what it to me is like when you live in an apartment situation and there's people walking above you and stuff. I don't like it. Okay, so this is what I prefer. See, look at this. This is the mountain. And all these trees. But this place could
in 600 feet, turn left onto 45th Place South.
It can definitely use some power washing. Yes, yes, Lord. If I were you, I would say yes. See that? Oh, that looks so beautiful. Oh my God. So beautiful. Anyway, I like this property. But you know they've got new stuff.
Turn left onto 45th Place South, then turn right to stay on 45th Place South.
Erin was saying to me today, she don't know how I live in Tukwila dealing with them people at City Hall. Cause I'm from Texas, baby. All right, I am from Texas, honey. And you just gotta work it out. Look at that. Oh, that's so beautiful. I would love to have a picture.
Take the next right to stay on 45th Place South, then turn right onto 46th Avenue South.
Picture of all of these houses at the bottom of the hill with the trees and everything. I would love to have that. You know? I just think it's something about it is very serene. Maybe because of the blue, brown and green, you know, the calm earth colors. And there's
Take the next right onto 46th Avenue South, then turn left onto Reith Road.
So it's nice. So, all right, I'm getting
Take
back
the next left onto Reith Road.
Where I'm supposed to be. This is West Ridge, and then that newer property is Apex. So I'm gonna make a note of it. West Ridge at Wraith Road and 46th Avenue South, and then Apex, which is right across the street. Apex Apartments, Apex West Hill. Now I really shouldn't be looking at any property apartment complexes unless I'm gonna buy one, but I want to do power washing for residential properties. I can't even imagine what my insurance is gonna be. A lot. Every property I'm not gonna be able to power wash neither. All right, go back over here. Get back on.
In 600 feet, turn right onto Washington 516 East. Take the next right onto Washington 516 East.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like places. That's Woodland Estates. I don't like places that look like jails. All
Continue
right, so
for 1 mile.
You see what I'm seeing. Woodland Estates, eh? Horses, both. Yeah. I love that man, and I don't care what you say. I just love the man, 'cause he treats me the way.
In a quarter mile, use the right 2 lanes to turn right onto the Washington 167 South ramp to Auburn.
To be needed when it comes to loving me, he's alright. When it comes to providing for me, he's alright. He's my inspiration. And you just don't understand our relation. 'Cause when I'm down, he's the one that makes me feel real good inside. He makes me feel wanted. He makes me feel so alive. Yes, honey. I just love that man. We're making this note of Woodland Estates. Oh, there go the light. Can't write.
Use the right 2 lanes to turn right onto the Washington 167 South ramp. Continue on Washington 167 South for 4 miles.
Woodland Estates. this. I don't want it. I don't want it. If there's a cure for this, I don't want it. I think about it all the time. Never get it out of my mind. I love you. I got the sweetest hangover. I don't want to get over the sweetest hangover. And I don't want to get Valentine's Day was marvelous, honey. Yes, I still have the sweetest hangover. I don't want to get over the sweetest hangover. Yes, honey. My brother was wrong, baby. Life is good. Love is good. You know? It's so good loving somebody and somebody loves you back. Now that's a fact. It's so good.
In 2 miles, take the 15th Street Northwest exit.
Needing somebody. Don't you agree? It's good, baby. Reciprocity. It's a beautiful thing. Looking forward to the Tyler Perry new movie that's supposed to be coming out. Tyler is like the mailman. He always delivers. You can count on Tyler. And that's a good thing. I'm in anticipation, waiting on his next project.
In 1,000 feet, take the 15th Street Northwest exit. Take the 15th Street Northwest exit. In 1,000 feet, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto 15th Street Northwest. Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto 15th Street Northwest.
I was listening to James Colwell, and he was talking about boring YouTubers, and I'm one of them, but I like boring. I like boring because I think that that's the way life should be if you're doing it right. All that drama. T.S. Madison, Kaya, Monique, Funky Dineva. I am so not with it, you know? Lovely T, I haven't even been watching her. Didn't even bother to watch her because I don't care what she has to say about it. Everybody else saying stuff. That's enough. It's too much. It's a lot. A whole lot. Can't do it. Don't want to do it.
Continue for 1.5 miles.